So, the eukaryotic genetic material is like a VIP. It is having the special protection inside the nuclear membrane, and hence it is having the name the eukaryote. The first difference when we compare about the prokaryote and the eukaryote is the cell wall itself. Cell wall is mostly absent in the eukaryotes, but it is present in some eukaryote like plants. So the protection to the cell is given in case of eukaryotes by the cell membrane, and the cell membrane is actually a lipid bilayer, and inside the cell membrane you can see the cytoplasm. When we go deeper into the cell, we can see the nucleus, and the nucleus is covered by a membrane known as nuclear membrane, and inside the nuclear membrane there is the nucleoplasm, where you can see the genetic material that is condensed into chromatin. Inside the nucleus there is a dense area where DNA, RNA and proteins are present, and this is known as the nucleolus. And the nucleolus is actually involved in the production of ribosomes. There is a fifth organelle, the ribosome. Ribosome of eukaryotes is of 80S type, and that is made of a 60S subunit and a 40S subunit. These ribosomes are involved in the process of translation, which is the protein synthesis process. And the ribosome can be found either attached to the endoplasmic reticulum or freely floating in the cytoplasm. The endoplasmic reticulum is seen as an extension of the nuclear membrane, and it has two parts, and that is the rough endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, where the rough endoplasmic reticulum is involved in protein synthesis and sorting, while the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is involved in the metabolism of lipid. The Golgi body is like a transport center of the cell. It actually takes in the protein which is coming from the endoplasmic reticulum and it packs it into smaller vesicles, and it is opened in the cytoplasm or even taken out of the cell. Some vesicles which are coming from the Golgi is having a very low pH, and they are known as lysosomes. These lysosomes act as a site for digestion of the damaged materials, or even act as a suicide bag by bursting itself and killing the cell. The peroxisome contains oxidizing enzymes which are involved in detoxification and oxidation of fatty acid, and there is the most important organelle famously known as the powerhouse of the cell, and that is mitochondria. Mitochondria is the site of respiration, and it produces energy in the form of ATP through a process known as electron transport chain. You know I am having bones on my body, and that supports me. For a cell also, there are several supporting materials, and that are known as the cytoskeleton. Mainly, there are three components for the cytoskeleton, and they are microtubule, microfilaments and intermediate filaments. And these are involved in the formation of centriole, which is actually involved in cell division. You might have heard about eukaryotic cells which either have cilia or flagella. Can you give me 2 examples of that in the comment section down below? Snapshot time. Today we have studied about the structure of eukaryotic cell and why they got their name. Also, we studied about the cell organelles and their functions. Cell wall, glyoxysome, vacuole and chloroplast. These are some organelles present in a kind of eukaryotic cell, and you might have guessed that is a plant cell. And what is the difference between a plant cell and an animal cell? That's gonna be the topic of your next video. See you in the next one.